Hello guys, this is my first tutorial. I'm Bioshocked, currently in my own server, and I'm going to make a tutorial on how to make a simple engine to use for cars, doors, whatever you want to use them for. Sometimes just for the lulz, and show that you're cool, like look at me guys, I made an engine. Anyways, to start off with it, you of course need PHX. Smart Snap is an easy thing to have, and easy precision as well. Those are pretty much the main tools you want. So let's start with free cubes from the PHX general construction props. We're just gonna spawn them nicely. Doesn't really matter. Now we're gonna use easy precision axis, and we're going to axis the two outer blocks to the middle block. Note this is smart snap that I'm using, so it's all nicely together. Then next thing you want to do is weld the two outer blocks together, and do not forget never weld anything to the middle block, because that is the um, the main core which you will need to make the actual engine work. Um, which I forgot to do in easy precision anyways, is to no collide the target. So make sure the outer blocks are no collided with the middle block so it keeps moving nicely. Look, wow, it spins. Okay, now you got your beginning part. Next part, we're going to spawn a 1x1 PHX plate. Doesn't really matter, but I like using the 1x1 plate because it's easier to use, in my opinion anyways. And then I'm going to use the easy precision slider, which might sound weird, but it's just an easy way to get your object nice and right above it. Uh, Note that the grid on this one is kind of uptight, but that's because I use it for some other settings. Just make sure it comes like right in the middle, or whatever you want to call it. So it's like all, so you can position it right nice on top of it. Then just undo the slider because you won't need that at all. We got a nice height now, and we're going to weld the 1x1 plate to the outer blocks. Do not forget, do not weld anything to the middle block. So right now we have our little base, pretty much, which we're going to use. Just gonna put that back there. Freeze those. Okay, next part we're going to use is our cylinder. Um, doesn't really matter what you use, but I'm just gonna use the magnetic large base, which is a Tesla wheel. What we're going to do with this, again, easy precision slider. Get the middle of the Tesla wheel and place that on top of the 1x1 plate, also in the middle. Double click, slidered. At this time, we have a nice Tesla wheel on a slider. I'm just gonna position it like this. It's not smart to keep it in the like right on top of the plate. Always bring it up high. I think this will be enough. And then we're going to place the block in the middle a little bit on another position. So we're going to put it just like this, the way I have it right now. And then we're going to use rope. Yes, another tool which you are needing. That sounded really stupid. Anyways, you want to make sure that your rope is set on rigid. And doesn't matter what add length, I just keep it to 0. I'm just gonna get the rope width on 1 so you guys can see what it actually does. The next thing you want to do with rope then is click the middle again, just to make it look pretty, and then on the top of this one. You can also do it on the bottom, but that will make it go more down pretty much, because it's all position work, which doesn't really matter. So I'm just gonna keep it on the top one, which is the easiest way to do it. And then we can unfreeze the middle blocks and the Tesla wheel. Note, it's not moving. Weight 1. You want to set the cylinder on 1, because that one is really needed. What I mostly do to the middle block is set the weight to 60. For some reason that just works perfectly. And you can see right now, when you turn it, it actually goes up and down. wow, you got a working cylinder. And there you go, you actually have an engine. If you want to attach this to a vehicle or whatsoever, all you pretty much gotta do, the easiest way to do it is with a wheel. I can show you guys quickly. I'll just spawn a plate like this, and I'm gonna spawn myself a wheel. It's gonna be this wheel. I don't know why. Just gonna put a nice axis on there. That wasn't really what I wanted. I need to learn to aim again. Okay, this is where I'm gonna put it. And then, if you want to make it turn perfectly according to what the engine does, you want to make the wheels turn, you're gonna do the following. You are going to put on advanced ball socket, and you put every single value of every single thing in there on 0, and make sure you take free movements. So, you click the wheel, and then you shoot the block. Do not shoot the cylinder, just shoot the block where it actually turns. We're gonna unfreeze that shiz and see the wheel turns on the engine. So if I stop this now, the block stops turning. You can actually, I'm not sure if it's really that visible though. See, it turns with the block. So that's pretty much how you make an engine and how you apply it to a vehicle. If you want to make a turn, of course, add some thrusters to it. Ta-da! You got yourself a car with an engine to it. And this fucktard doesn't want to move. Well, guys, this was my very first tutorial. I hope you guys learned something, and I will come up with more tutorials later. See ya!